Good morning, Facebook. This is Michael with a Better Inspection. Today we are finally doing the lawn overseed here at my house over in the Fox Ridge neighborhood. It took a little bit to get the seed, a little bit to get the proper nutrition right in the soil. But here in this bucket, I don't know if you can see, that's 25 pounds of Bermuda grass seed. And this grass seed, when you get it, is way different. I don't know if you see it there in my hand, but it basically looks like sand. In fact, it's very light. It doesn't cast very well. So what we're going to do to make sure it casts and spreads well is we are going to add sand into the broadcast spreader to help get the seed out away from the broadcast spreader. I got to do some lawn prep before we put the seed down, so let's get some stripes. Alright, Facebook, I'm here in the front yard. The key to remember when you're mowing your lawn is never cut the blade in the same direction more than once a week. So always be changing the direction you're mowing at to make sure your blades are staying healthy. I'm cutting it down to 1 inch to make sure my seed gets all the way to the ground, but I normally keep my lawn at 1.5 inches. So I'm sure you can see this, but I made a mistake based on how much grass is on my sidewalk. I am mowing with the lawn wet, and that's not what I want. Typically, I mow the day before watering, and especially when I'm doing these seeding projects, I try to mow, water so the ground is wet, and then place the seed down while the ground is still wet. What this is going to cause is there might be some patchiness in the seed that takes place, because now in some areas I have a layer of thatch after I worked so hard to remove the thatch a couple weeks ago. Is the thorn of my existence. Basically, when we moved here last September, this entire yard was nothing but weeds. I put down one treatment of fertilizer down in the fall to help me get the lawn going in the spring, and then put another one down in the spring. And as you can see, we have some green back here, but we still have a lot of weeds. So both the Bermuda seed I'm putting down now and the perennial rye I'll be putting down in about 6 weeks. They are natural herbicides. In other words, they crowd out weeds. So will I have a weed problem? Yes, but I want my lawn doing the majority of the work for me. That way I'm not putting dangerous chemicals on my lawn where my kids and my pets play. Okay, so we just got done mowing the lawn, and now it's time to put down the seed. I will be putting down the seed in an equal ratio with sand. The sand is used to broadcast the seed, since Bermuda seed is a light seed, and it's something called humichar. Humichar is humic acid and activated carbon charcoal. And what that is it is an organic foundation for the seed to rest in. You need organic matter when you are dealing with hard compacted soils, such as we have here in the 806. And I'll show you what the ratio looks like in a second. Okay, here we have it. This is the Bermuda seed. Look at how small it is. Here's the human char, and then here's the sand. Now I'm going to mix them all together. All right, so here we have it all mixed up. As you can see, that Bermuda seed goes a long ways with how small it is. The sand is there to help broadcast the seed, and that human char is a foundation for the seed, a nutritional foundation for the seed. I am broadcasting it on a low setting. This is a Scott's broadcast seed spreader, a setting of 4. This will allow me to go and hit the lawn in multiple directions. You want to go in multiple directions so the seed is evenly broadcasted. I'll be going back and forth horizontally, back and forth vertically on my lawn, and back and forth horizontally. And this is just to make sure that we're getting as even of a broadcast as we can of the seed with $40 seed spreader from, I think I got it from Home Depot. There's 2 schools of thought when it comes to redoing your lawn. There is scorched earth policy, taking it all the way down to nothing and then starting fresh. The lawns that I have done, I have always left the lawn that was there. The reason being, I like to have a green lawn. I don't care if I'm redoing the lawn. But here in Amarillo, a second reason is this: we have wind at least every other day. And with this new seed going down, I don't want my seed to be blowing away. Will it all sprout well with an established lawn already in place? No. The lawn here is a fescue mix. I hate fescue. It takes a ton of water. But it's what the neighborhood came with. Basically, I'm going to every other stripe in my broadcast. That way, it's nice and evenly spread. And the final step of this lawn overseed, I'm going to go down to the local hardware store here, and they sell topsoil by shovel. The shovel is $20, and that $20 gets me a half yard. I'm going to sprinkle the lawn lightly with a top dresser, and then we're going to roll it to pack that seed down next to the grass. Other thing is, people ask me why I choose to seed my lawn over getting sod. Here in Amarillo, we got several sod farms, including King Ranch. I'm sure you've heard of the Ford brand, King Ranch. So there are sod farms here in Amarillo. The thing is, I am able to seed my lawn 3 times for the price of 1 pallet of sod. A pallet of sod, which covers 450 square feet, is roughly $250, and my lawn here is 3,500 square feet, roughly, huge estimate. So that means I would need at minimum 8 pallets of sod to cover my lawn, and all of a sudden that is $2,000, whereas the seed, the work done preparing the lawn, all of that cost me around $350. And I'm getting top quality seed. The seed that I'm using has been used at PGA golf courses all across the south here. And when I add the perennial rye, that seed is used in PGA courses up in the north. So I'm getting the best seed. I'm getting the work done at a low price because I'm doing it myself. And another thing I'm getting is a young lawn. A young lawn is one of the keys of having a great looking lawn.